It's been a healthy one, which is awesome. Got to start a little earlier this off season. I didn't really get to start running and doing stuff last year until probably by around New Year's. So, I got a head start on things and feel great.
Are you a guy that at the end of the season kind of puts everything in a box and forgets about it, or do you like review it and kind of figure out what happened and what it means?
A little both. A little both. I kind of lean on my guys. I have my own crew, so I kind of lean on my guys. We sit down, have a little meeting, and going into the off season and see what we need to work on and go at it like that. But that's the past, and you try to move on and just keep improving.
So can you share any about what you decided to work on as you move forward?
It's a sneak peek. You'll see. You'll see in spring training. You can tell me if you see anything different.
Dexter, I know you talked to us a little bit about it during spring training, about your bout dealing with depression a little bit. Do you feel like you learned a lot from that last season on how to handle things, and how do you feel mentally going into this spring training?
I feel way better. Like you said, you learn from things and move on, and you see the signs, and you actually know what to do to kind of combat it. Whether that's being with your kids, being with the family, the whole nine. But like I said, you just learn from it and keep pushing.
We had a couple conversations yesterday with some of the younger hitters about the tech side that Jeff is bringing in and that kind of stuff. For a guy like you who's been in the league for a while and it has kind of your own program, how do you work to integrate those things versus what you know has worked for you and then trying to modernize, I guess, what they're.
Yeah, I think it's a balancing act. I don't think you can put too much in one side or too much in the other side. It's got to be the perfect match. And obviously, the game's changing, and you'd be stupid not to change with it. But at the end of the day, it's like I said, it's like a teeter totter. You never know. Like for me, I know what works. And just looking at the advanced data, you can even make that much better. So.
I mean, do you find value out of tracking your swing path and checking your angle versus other times and linking up with video, or?
That's a bit much for me. Because it just has me thinking too much, and I'm a kinesthetic learner, so I gotta actually feel it and sitting there looking at video and stuff. But I'm talking about like the advanced, like two balls, one whatever, like that type of data.
We spent a lot of time asking guys last year about what's going on in Chicago with the drama between Chris and Brevia, but this offseason the news has been kind of made by the Reds and the additions they made. But have you been paying attention to how they're?
Not really. You know what? It's funny because I was just talking to my trainer, my PT, and I was getting stretched out, and I was like, I think this is the first offseason I haven't looked at MLB Network, none of that stuff. Like I just honestly, I've been watching a lot of golf. Been watching a lot of sports. I don't know if that's just me maturing and getting older, but if there's something around the league that you hear about, then obviously it's gonna I'm gonna get a call about it, or obviously I read as well.
Do you play golf?
Yeah, I love golf. So I've been playing a lot.
Actually, there's a lot of young outfielders on this roster. What's your take on some of the young guys that are?
There's a ton of talent. There's a ton of talent right there. Super smart. They're coming fast. Which is good. We need guys out there. Obviously, we don't know about Marcel yet, but we need somebody to fill in right there. But I think these guys are ready to step in.
Have you talked with Marcel much about just kind of?
Not about that. I've been a free agent a few times, and it's I kind of, unless you bring it up to me, I kind of try to stay out of that. He's more of a friend to me, so we talk like that, just see how his family and stuff's going. But we FaceTime and talk like that. So.
You spent some time down in Houston early in your career. What's your feelings about what's happened down there?
Unfortunate. It's unfortunate that you see something like that, but leave that up to the commissioner and call it like that.
Dex, getting back healthy last season, you got to play some right field, but you also got to play some center field again last season. Is that something you feel comfortable seeing to do going forward, playing both spots, or how do you feel about that?
You know what? It was like I told Schilt was like, hey, we want you to play center. I was like, all right. He goes, oh, it's like riding a bike. You know, I get out there and I'm like, dang, I ran around here a lot. But you know, I'm comfortable wherever now. It's playing a lot of right field. Obviously, if they need me in center, I'm there too.
So last year, the offense was not as consistent as you guys like. You mentioned Marcel may or may not be back. Do you see the makings of an improved lineup, even if you go into spring not sure where everybody hits?
100%. I think you know guys are going to make improvements. I think it was the first year of Jeff too. You know, it's an adjustment period, and made it as far as we did, and our offense wasn't the way it should have been. But at the end of the day, we'll figure it out. I mean, guys have been in the game. You got guys like Tommy coming up and maturing, and you know, obviously Bader had a down year. He's gonna bounce back. Carp, the whole nine. So, I mean, it's about the adjustments being made, and I think guys' heads are in the right places.
Would you like to know where you're going to hit in the lineup, coming out of spring at least? Or?
Yeah, I mean, consistency, I believe, works with everybody. I mean, if they're comfortable in a position, and just keep them there, right? But, you know, that's up to Schilt and whatever Schilt wants to do.
Dexter, you and Mike Schilt have a pretty tight relationship, it seems like, on the field and off it. Just how has that grown since you've been at Cardinals?
He's been transparent. Mike Schilt's a pro. You know, he's always, you know, good, bad, or ugly. He's always told me. He's never told me what I wanted to hear. He's always told me what I needed to hear, and you know, I respect the hell out of that. I can't say anything really bad about the dude. He's been forthright, and that's all you ask for. I mean, the guys love him. He's lets us do our thing, and sits back and watches the show, so it's fun.
What was your reaction when you found that he was manager of the year?
Well, I said that's my third manager of the year award. That's what I told him. No, it was great. It was great. But like I said, there have been 5 firings. No, but it's been great. It's been great. I couldn't be happier for the guy. He puts the work in. He's he pushed us all. He's a motivator and a great communicator.
Last season, you pushed up your on-base percentage, being more selective. Is that something you were cognizant about and really focused on? Or?
Not really. You know, it's just part of it. I mean, it's my whole game. Like that's why I kind of get frustrated when obviously calls and close calls don't go your way, and because I feel like that's part of my game. So, that aspect of it, it's a maturing process, but I think I'm doing a great job just trying to stay even keel.
Maybe speak to this as well as anyone, but about Goldschmidt in his first year here in St. Louis, and he didn't have the offense of the season that he wanted, but he did a lot of good things defensively. But can you just speak to year 2 and not everything being new when you change teams as a free agent?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that was his first. I had a talk with him about it. It's like his first time, going to a new organization, and I mean, I've done it. You try to impress, and then you kind of get familiar with the city, with the fans, with your routine, and you start excelling. You saw it towards the end of the year, so I'm happy for the guy. I think he's gonna have a big year for us.
As you start to become a little older player, what has changed? What do you do differently? What do you think is different about your game, and what do you have to kind of work on?
I think perspective on the game. My perspective has changed. You're learning. You're learning every day, but I always tell people, I said, I wish when I was younger, I knew the information I have now, but it's just being in the game. It's just being in the game and going through the experiences. So.
Dex, a lot of the guys we've talked to so far this weekend, speaking offensively, they talk about being more consistent and, being more mentally prepared. And given what you went through a couple years ago, how do you help those guys out? Like DeYoung yesterday said, he's trying to keep the 0 for 10s going to 0 for 40s. How do you help them stay mentally strong?
You got to know your routine. You know your routine, you know your process, and you got to trust it. I think that's a lot of it. And sometimes that means not grinding as much and taking 2 steps back and just relaxing. I believe sometimes we compound the problem by either doing more to trying to do too much instead of just trusting in what got you there and what how have you been doing. So
That's hard to do sometimes though when you're in a rut like that.
it is like what I said, that's just trust. It's trust. It's having faith in what you've done is going to keep doing it. And obviously looking at how people are pitching you, and that's a whole nother side of things, but I'm talking like mechanically and all that. So you might just be tired.
Yesterday, I think you just got a couple guys caught in between as a hitter. Can you kind of empathize with that? Like where you get, okay, what your identity as a hitter is?
I've been there. I think we've all been there. You play the game long enough, you get there, and you go back to trust. You gotta trust your ability and know your strengths, and try to maximize that while also building that side of your weaknesses. So.
Are you more optimistic about the start of this season maybe than you've been in the last couple of years?
I think I'm optimistic about every year. I'm just blessed to be out there every year. Going on my 12th season, so in the big leagues. So I'm on that other side of my career. So, but like I said, I'm optimistic. We got a great team, and I think the guys are also prepared. We finished a little short last year than what we wanted, but I think we'll be right back where we need to be.
If you could, what's one piece of advice you'd give your rookie self if you could go back right now?
One piece of advice, can I just say knowledge? Can I just take all my knowledge and just throw it in there? I don't care if my skills aren't there yet, but just the knowledge. So, but yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still learning the game, and that's what's awesome about this game. You learn every day, and I learn from the young guys. What they're thinking. I was like, well, I don't remember even thinking about that. So it's awesome.